Our standard tax rate is 15%, compared with, if you look at African countries, they are double. In most of the African countries, they are above 30%. And we don't have capital gains tax, we don't have inheritance tax, we don't have exchange control. They can repatriate, free repatriation of their profits. Mauritius is still I would say, because we have a simple tax system, we have a rate of tax which is at 15%. Comparatively speaking, it's less than many countries all within the region of Africa, and even when you compare with Asia, and we are relatively very competitive, but we have to take into account that multinational, they have to comply with international standards. And so DTOS, what we are trying to do is to help our clients when they invest, let's say they invest into Africa, because they have to take opportunities of the incentive, of the tax incentives that are available, but at the same time, they have to comply with the international standard. Mauritius has the benefit of having been reviewed by the OECD, by the EU. We are on the white list of OECD and EU as far as taxation is concerned, and it is our duty within DTOS to, let's say, taxation is very complex. We have to make things easy for our investors to understand taxation, make it simple, and keep them abreast of development that are taking place so that they are always compliant. They don't, and we do devise certain tax strategies that will be effective and tax efficient. And now we are talking about, let's say, transfer pricing, and there are a lot of international, Mauritius unfortunately have not developed transfer pricing guidelines, but the OECD and even the United Nations, they have transfer pricing guidelines. So we make sure that our team of officers, of experts within DTOS, they are, and I mentor them, they keep pace with all these developments so that we can give the best advice to our clients. Our standard tax rate is 15%, compared with, if you look at African countries, they are double. In most of the African countries, they are above 30%. And we don't have capital gains tax, we don't have inheritance tax, we don't have exchange control, they can repatriate, free repatriation of their profits. And apart from taxation, it's true to say that taxation is not the only element that we take into account when investing, because taxation, with all the challenges that are facing, taxation will not be the determinant. And Mauritius has got all the advantages. Well located, we are like midway between Asia and Africa, and we also have a network of tax treaties and this is our role also to interpret tax treaties, make our clients take benefit of the treaties, and to be able to benefit of the treaties, you have to comply with certain principles, like you have to be a truly resident in Mauritius to satisfy the residence rule, and you must have substance. And this is where we add value to business, that is, makes us understand what they have to do in order to satisfy the substantial activities requirements, which is international standard. And Mauritius has adhered, has committed to follow international standard. As I said, nowadays you can't do tax planning, loopholes, tax planning, you have to do tax planning while conforming to the international standards.